Alright, and welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I hope you're doing fine. So, I hope I can release this 2023, probably the last day or one of the last days. We're gonna talk about updates for Beautiful Light. I promise you, or at least I try to, give you monthly updates about the development process. Now, there's a lot of topics we're gonna talk about, timestamps in the description below. First, we're gonna start with something really terrifying. They're working on a new anomaly. Then, we're gonna talk about factions. We're gonna talk about teleportation, some Chemlights. This is something that they had already in the game. They were not 100% happy with it, so now they return for testing. We're gonna talk about animations and art, and then a new gun, the MK18. Now keep in mind, this is early development with an early access date at the end of the year or beginning of, 2025. So yeah, keep that in mind, and with that, let's get started. Alright, first things first, we're gonna talk about the new anomaly they're working on. That's gonna be the Sheitan. Sheitan, I think that comes from the Arabic lands, right? And that means devil. Now, that thing looks fast, terrifying, and these claws probably deal a lot of damage. Now, you're probably wondering, Mike, why is there a black sensor bar? They told me to use the sensor bar because there is something behind that bar that is not YouTube friendly. I personally don't see any big issue there, but I think the bar is making it even worse because now your imagination is trying to, fill that bar, and yeah, whatever. Now, something that I absolutely love is that they sent me some footage of, like, how the color and everything can work with the eyes and the different, shades, and maybe they make them blind, and maybe they give them night vision. That is pretty amazing. So they don't know yet, I think, how it's gonna look at the end. I also don't know what kind of abilities they're gonna have. They said that there will be anomalies that have wall hacks, so they can actually see people camping in the bushes, which I absolutely like. So a little bit more movement in the place. And it looks awesome. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this one. They work on way more anomalies, and I think this will be a very interesting element of the game. Imagine Hunt Showdown or Escape from Tarkov would have like anomalies or monsters that you can control. Maybe Tarkov is not really a good setting for that. But just imagine Hunt Showdown would have like strong AI that people could control. I think that is kind of neat. Okay, with that out of the way, we're gonna talk now about factions. Now, here is some art that they shared about factions, and I think they look cool. They fit the game. They don't have these Fortnite legendary skins that are absolutely breaking your immersion. Well, Fortnite immersion, I mean, yeah, okay. Now, there's one thing, though, that I asked them in their Discord, and it's like, why should I pick them? Games like Beautiful Light or extraction shooters in general, they turn very sweaty very fast, so people try hard. So, taking the orange suit, for example, you stick out like crazy in this grayish environment, and people will have an easy time spotting you. So why should I pick that one? And I think it depends on what kind of kits you want to play, and depending on the faction that you're grinding or that you're joining, you have access to different gear. I think this is the whole idea. I don't think this is totally fleshed out yet, so they're still in the concept phase of this. I'm really curious what they're gonna do. But I like the art style. I like the skins that they're doing for this game, because it seems to, kinda blends in with the regular game, so you don't have anybody run around with a pink pony hat or something like that. Okay, that's it with the factions. We don't know much about that yet. Next up, we're gonna have some teleporting to do. Again, I'm gonna tell you that one more time. Everything is work in progress, so this is not the finished product yet. Yes, I know I said already in the intro, but people somehow tend to forget about what I said in the intro because they skip it. Now, teleportation is an interesting aspect of the game. Now, I don't know exactly how it works. Maybe you need the artifact, the main objective of the game, to be able to use that. Can you teleport whenever you want? Is there gonna be teleportation across the map? Is it just, a quick exit out of the bunker when you're pinned down? Do people know where you're teleporting to? Can you camp the teleportation spots? Lots of question marks. I like the idea if it's done right. So, again, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section, because maybe I see something amazing there and I can bring it to the devs. Interesting mechanic. I don't know how they will balance that, but I'm really looking forward to see the end result. Now, let's talk about Chemlights. In the last playtest that we had, it was a little bit difficult to play in a team because everybody's looking the same. And, well, you don't have any skins yet. So, how do you balance this that casuals or randoms are not owning each other non-stop? So they had Chemlights previously, got rid of them, and now they're trying to bring them back. So you can see one right here on the screen. Now the catch is that only your team sees the Chemlight and not the enemy. Now I know, people will be like, but this is a hardcore game, everybody should see this. And I was like that too. I was like, hey guys, you know, from a solo point of view, and I play mostly solo, you have the advantage of being solo, but at least I can stay hidden because people don't see my Chemlight. So you are making it more difficult for solos if the Chemlights are only visible by the team. Now, the devs responded to that one with actually a very valid argument. They said, well, the hardcore people will not play with Chemlights anyway. So what will most likely happen is the hardcore people can stay hidden, and the people who need the Chemlights in the first place, who are not, you know, the absolute elite, will glow like a Christmas tree, and, you know, the hardcore players will farm these people even more. So from that point of view, this makes actually a lot of sense, and I think I like it. I don't think you should balance a game for solo play. If you decide to play solo, yeah, okay, get good or die trying. I absolutely love how these Chemlights look like. Also, they are not that dominant if you play, for example, outside. They shared some clips for that, and I have to say, the moment I saw the clips, it was like, yeah, okay, you still have to pay attention to that. If you're looking at the operator from the wrong angle, you don't even see it, so this might backfire. You're like, okay, I looked at you from your right, so I didn't see the Chemlight, and I shot you. And he is like, yeah, okay, thank you very much. So, yeah, they're still discussing where they will place the Chemlights, maybe one at the hip, one at the shoulder. They're also considering to put it like front on the chest, but they said they will not do that because your arms, whenever you aim, you will block the Chemlight, and then it's just whatever. It looks very menacing in dark areas, so yeah, it gives a very cool vibe to the game. So let me know what you think. Chemlights, should it be visible for everybody or just for your team? Interesting. Next we have animations and level design. They didn't share much this month, so you can see that you have this camera movement here when you inspect the gun, which is cool. It adds a little bit to the game. And the overall arts here, they're working on some new walls. I just wanted to share this because otherwise people are like, they shared something about the level design and you didn't show it in your video. No. We're gonna do that. But there's just not much, so this is all that they showed. They will of course work on this, and hopefully next time they have a little bit more to show. And I think we have one more point, and that is the MK18. Now, the MK18 assault rifle, full auto, it is something that will fit the game nicely. So they showed me a couple clips. We have this mag check animation. Yeah, I know the bullet is floating there again. Everything is work in progress, but it looks pretty nice. Also, if you look at this one here with how the reload works and everything, I like the sound effect of this. They're already pretty far with this, I have to say. And they're also showing, yeah, okay, the shooting and everything, how it sounds, a sound check. I don't think everything is already merged together to have it in the game. But again, they're sharing all the development stuff, and I absolutely adore this. Let's see, a game like Beautiful Light needs a couple guns. You don't need Tarkov levels, but Showdown levels would be nice. You want some variety. You don't always want to play the same kit. You don't always want to run the same gun. It just gets boring. So you can see here also the reload animation, the shooting animation, and I think at the end we also have a melee animation. So yeah, always keep in mind there are currently, I think, 10 people working on the game right now. So for 1 month, I'm very pleased what I'm seeing right now. And I think that's it for today. Yeah, I mean, that sounds so negative. I think that's quite some work for like 1 month. And again, only 10 people are working at the game right now, or on the game right now. Maybe it's more by now. I actually don't know. I try to keep monthly updates whenever I think it's worth it. If they only share like 3 screenshots and there's a little bit less that they can show, I will probably not do a full video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let's roll the outro. So Beautiful Light is heading in a nice direction, and I hope they keep being that transparent and share the development progress with us. Then, usual shout out for my patrons for being super kind people. I wish you a happy new year, because I will release this probably around New Year's Eve or something like that. Lots of stuff that I really need to release right now. But as always, big thank you. Thank you for watching. More update videos coming over the next couple of months, and I hope you will enjoy them. I see you in the next one. Until then, have a good day, and bye-bye.